So obviously you've been a stockist of the Fivefingers for a little while now, and I should just mention our first ultra retailer, because having completed an ultra event and/or an Ironman and/or a marathon, we've decided that's the criteria to get the accolade of being an ultra retailer. So you're our first ultra retailer, and that's is something that will be on the website, of course. So if you could tell me your experience of the actual stockist side of it, so you started stocking about, I think, 2009, was that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, 2000. Oh, yes, because we're 2011 now. Yes, it would have been about 2009. Yes. Yeah. It's been a positive joy watching people go from what on earth are those to we'll put them on and try, and the wreaths of smiley faces that we see. And people who know about it and they come to the shop and they're not quite sure and they're a little bit worried, and watching them progress, and I do running lessons in them, and it's just seeing the joy. It is joyous running in Fivefingers, and we see it all the time, and it's wonderful.
Excellent, that's fantastic. And then you were just saying more recently you've had this neck surgery.
Yes.
And so
big,
tell me a bit about that.
Scar.
That's since the Ironman you've had.
Yes, this was December, so 8 weeks ago. I had major neck surgery. I came off my bike again, and very badly prolapsed 2 discs. So I've had the 2 discs removed, implants put in, and I'm currently fusing busily 3 of my vertebrae. Right. And I was told no training, no nothing, because you've got to be careful, obviously. But I thought, well, I've got Ironman Lanzarote coming up, and the reason I'm doing Ironman Lanzarote was that somebody said to me in the shop after I'd done Ironman Austria, well, that's a soft Ironman, and you're not really an Ironman until you've done Lanzarote.
Is that right?
So I thought, oh no,
okay.
now I've got to do Lanzarote, and that's in May, so that was quite a concern. 5.5 days after major neck surgery, I was running 8 kilometres off-road in the snow,
right, excellent.
beautifully without impact, because I can.
Right.
Because in Fivefingers, in minimalist footwear, natural running, barefoot running, whatever you want to call it, there is no impact. And so I did, and I could, and 6 weeks later I was up to running an hour and a half off-road in my Fivefingers, and then I had to have another surgery. So I've set back slightly again.
Not to the neck this time.
Not to the neck this time, no, this is the abdomen. And
was that a traumatic thing, do you think, or was that something?
I think it was connected with the falling off the bike last August. It just took a while for the symptoms to become noticeable, and so I'm back to not very much training at all, and Lanzarote is still on in May, which is 14 weeks away, so it's a bit of a worry.
Yes, okay.
But I managed to get a challenge, yes indeed. But I will get there.
Excellent.
In my Fivefingers.
That's fantastic. It's great to hear a story from someone who's really been there and done it on multiple levels.
Yes.
So that's fantastic.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, or anything that covers it?
I think that the important thing to know about Fivefingers is that they are life enhancing.
Right.
It becomes so enjoyable to run in them. You don't want to save it just for running in them. We're a triathlon shop, so people come in, they're curious, and they want to wear them for running.
Yes, yeah.
What happens is that they end up wearing them.
Right.
Full stop.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get married in them. I'm not allowed to walk down the aisle in them, but apparently at the reception...
It's acceptable.
Yes, so I'm changing into my Fivefingers at the reception, because I don't want to have uncomfortable feet. I never want to have uncomfortable feet, and anything that pushes the toes together or forces the heel up is not what my foot wants. So it's a life-changing thing in an incredibly positive and happy way.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome.
That was excellent. Enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.